on the elections as well. So this is the reality on the ground of the promulgation of the 2010 Constitution. But all the best to them. I think at the end of the day, it's not truly for you to realize that particular seat as a president. Is just to go through the rigors of emotion and have it on your CV that are in this country. Also, you contested. So this is a bit of, trying to poise and position yourself as, somebody in this country who also took that particular stab at the end of the day. It could be, you're seeking out statements outside making a statement outside the country, seeking money as well, funding from the donor community. Well, maybe this really goes a long way, I don't know. But still, we have the political diary with us as well. Daniel Karuki is joining us from the City Center studio to just tell us what is happening today. The exercise continues until the 4th of this month. This is appearing before the IBC, but just beside appearance on before the political agency, that is not political agency, but the election agency, IBC, we have other stories as well happening on the political beat. Daniel, we are wondering, are we hearing from Kalonzo Musyoka today regarding now his position of whether he's joining Azimio or not, or that is neither here or there, so it has not really been firmly confirmed that he's having a press conference this morning? I tried to ask one of his political operatives, that is Dan Manzo from the show this morning, but he was not really clear about it. Are you privy to any information?
Dibala, very good morning to you, and of course you've said it right. In the political scene, focus has shifted to Kalonzo Musyoka. He has actually 5 days to make up his mind if he's going to be joining Azimio la Umoja, or is going to be going to the ballot, all the way to the ballot for the August 9th general election. Well, there was a communication that today he might be issuing a press conference, but as we understand to now, it has not been confirmed yet that he's going to be giving that press conference. But what we understand is that he'll be having a meeting this Friday, meeting leaders and religious leaders from the Ukambani region. That's the political leaders, the religious leaders, as well as the professionals. And we understand that's where he's going to be making his statement, or rather his big announcement. Now, we also understand that yesterday he was held in a long, about 1 hour meeting with the President Uhuru Kenyatta, as well as Raila Odinga. And we understand that meeting happened virtually. It was a Zoom meeting. And sources have previewed that he actually negotiated for several slots in the cabinet, about 5 of them. And also we understand that he was promised that there would be a possibility of him being a cabinet secretary for the Foreign Affairs Ministry, but all that is subject to confirmation. So most likely, Kalonzo Musyoka is edging closer to rejoining the Azimio coalition, but all these will be confirmed on Saturday if he'll be appearing before the electoral body, that's the IEBC, to hand over his nomination papers. He is actually scheduled by IEBC to appear at around 3 p.m. It is actually the same day that Deputy President William Ruto will be appearing before the IEBC, or rather the Electoral Commission, and then Raila Odinga will be appearing on Sunday, the 5th, the deadline being 6th of June, that's on Monday. So for Kalonzo, we are going to be understanding his move on Friday when he'll be having that meeting. But you also understand that they might be having a joint rally at one point, the 3 of them, the 3 principals. That's the leader of the coalition, the Azimio coalition, the chairman, that's President Uhuru Kenyatta, as well as the party leader Raila Odinga and Kalonzo Musyoka. But it has not been confirmed yet where they might be having that rally, where they're going to be communicating these. Well, it has been a back and forth, push and pull for Wiper and the Azimio movement. But you realize, Dibal, that on those who have been in the Azimio for quite some time, especially those who are in the ODM party, Jubilee party, they have not really been talking talking about Kalonzo joining Azimio, but it has been the Wiper Party which has been talking more of if Kalonzo should be joining Azimio or should not be joining or should go all the way to the ballot. And this is we understand that it's because they have not they were trying to ensure that they don't spoil it for Kalonzo to go back to Azimio, and so they have been silent. Away from that, today I have heard you discuss about the presidential aspirants meeting with IEBC this morning, but well, that exercise will continue tomorrow, but today the Usawa kwa Wote party leader among your area will be meeting with IEBC. Remember, yesterday he did not meet the qualification. We understand that he brought in signatures from at least 5 counties, and so today he will be meeting them. Of course, drama ensued to the Bomas of Kenya as Mwangi Area said that no area, no election, and so they'll be meeting with Wafula Chebukati team to iron out these issues, and so that maybe for the commission to explain to him well why maybe they decided to disqualify him or maybe not to put him as or schedule him to be appearing before them. That is part of what will be happening. Azimio la Umoja will be having rallies across Nairobi County from 2 p.m. It's going to be it's going to kick off from the Mombasa Road all the way to South Sea from 2 p.m. Of course, this coming after vigorous campaign or rather vigorous rallies across the western region, the 4 or 5 counties that Raila Odinga toured, while Martha Karua, the running mate, was touring the central Kenya region. Of course, the campaigns have officially kicked off, and so we'll be seeing more of these as they happen. Again, all the other positions, leaders will be appearing before IEBC, and we are going to be following keenly to have those stories across the country where leaders, senators, women rep, and members of parliament will be appearing before their constituency IEBC offices so that they are cleared for the 2022 general election. We are it is expected that the names of those who are going to be cleared will be published by IEBC by 20th of June, Dibal.
Right. Important. I think it bears repeating. You've just mentioned some of the roads that are bound to be affected today by the campaign trail. Maybe you can just remind our viewers which road in Lenana you mentioned, so that at least they're all the wiser as far as traffic is concerned. It could be a chock-a-block where people are traveling using those roads this morning.
All right, just like I put it, Dibal, the Azimio leader will be going through the Lenana Road as well as Lenana School, and also Dagoretti South. You'll be heading to Kinyanjui Road, also Dagoretti Corner at Kwamama Oliech is part of the stopover. Gong Road also will be affected all the way to the bypass, and then they are going to use the bypass to go to South Sea, and then they are going to be meeting at the South Sea container before heading to Nairobi West, and then Kenyatta Market also is part of the stopover. That means that they are going to be using the Bagathi Way, which is right now called, I think, Raila Odinga Road, and also High Rise. They are going to be at High Rise, and finally they are going to be at the Kamkunji grounds in Kibra. So we expect some of the roads being Gong Road, Langata Road, as well as Southern Bypass, and all the way to Kibra. Those are some of the roads that might be affected from 2 p.m. as the campaign trail for the Azimio la Umoja on Kenya Coalition Party campaign in Nairobi County. Of course, Nairobi County having more than 4 million, about 4 million registered, rather about 2 million registered voters. It means that they are going to be seeking to consolidate their base here in Nairobi. You recall recently on Sunday, actually last Sunday, when before Raila Odinga announced the running mate, they were at the Isli, at they're called Kamkunji grounds, I think.
Yes.
They actually talked about having Nairobi being their own, and Raila Odinga was saying that this is our own. This is our own county, and we need to ensure that our votes in this county are consolidated. And in his statement, his speech, his Swahili speech, he could say wale wengine ni wageni and sisi ndio wenyeji wa Nairobi. So meaning that he's trying to ensure that he has consolidated his vote. And heading to Kibra, you recall Dibal Odinga was the member of parliament for close to 30 years, for member of parliament of Kibra, before it was taken over by Imran, Imran Okoth, who is actually the member of parliament right now, and the brother having passed away. And maybe he's going back home to try and ensure that he has brought together the supporters of the ODM leader Raila Odinga in Kibra, to ensure that the vote is consolidated in Kibra as well as the Nairobi County, as he goes around and have stopovers across the county. Dibal.
Many thanks indeed, Daniel Karuki there. So yeah, beware that the campaign trails are officially, of course, been announced by IBC. That began on Sunday, and that is what is happening. You're bound to be affected if you have any business along those roads that have been mentioned. So you have your coordinates right, so that you might not really be stuck in traffic today. So those are the stories that we're keeping our eyes on this morning. And also just to prime you that we have in Embu right now, the clergy in Embu with the laity together there in a second day of interdenominational prayers at the SEK St. Paul's Cathedral, bringing all together the faithfuls and politicians from that particular county. This is all about, trying to preach peace and calm ahead of the general election. And in our subsequent bulletins, we'll have William Moige just also updating us on that as well, with Jesse Rogers, and also just keeping a track on infrastructure. If you have picked a copy of the dailies today, it's mentioning that President Uhuru Kenyatta has dedicated an eye-popping figure for infrastructure, and of course for the Teachers Service Commission as well. And on that particular bit of infrastructure right now, we have CS Masharia, who will be inspecting Kenol Marua Road there. That is the Kenol Marua dual carriage. And Clement Masombo